Good morning, good morning. Morning, jeans.
Good morning.
A pair of jeans. And we have music somewhere. Jean's going to sing it because Alexa is not cooperating.
So you're in a hurry? Well, you better calm down. We're all friends around you, just join the fun. 'Cause if you're in a hurry, you're missing the point. Should enjoy the fruits of life instead of chasing coins. Because this beautiful day isn't so come on, let's play. Forget the rush, you're in and find a good spot. Sit down and join us as we sing a good song. Keep back, relax, and just follow along. Oh, we got plenty of time. Taking it easy won't cost you a dime. Throw another log onto the fire. Because it's a beautiful day. And come on, let's play.
Ross, good afternoon. Kathleen, Ricky, and Josie. How's Josie doing? Kathy Hand, good morning. Catherine Kovacs. And Suzanne Millard, good morning. And Ricky's calling in our Deirdre. Thank you, because, excuse me, I did not send her a share out. So thank you for doing that, Ricky. Okay, let's go into our hearts this morning. Let's get ourselves rejuvenated and repaired and refreshed. Get our mind knowing how loved we are and how much we love. Hand on the heart. Slow down the breathing. Focus on love. Breathe love in. And breathe love out. Continue to do that. Lose all distractions. Count your blessings this morning. What are you thankful for? It's Thankful Thursday. So breathing in, holding that thought of someone or something you're grateful for. And then releasing that love, sending it forward. Maybe send a message to one of our P's that hasn't showed up yet this morning and send them love, especially those in Florida who need so much love right now and support. So breathe in love and breathe out love. Who'd you send love to? I sent some to Stacy, to Linda, Isabel, all my friends in South Florida that were all affected by this storm. And Josie and Ricky, I'm so glad that you all are safe. Excuse me. I'm feeling a little under the weather this morning, so y'all gotta help lift me up in the vibration here. Deirdre, good morning. She says it's so good to see Dolly and the humans. It was awesome to see Dolly. And he says Stacy is okay. She posted this morning. Okay. Thank you for that, Annie7, because I had not been on Facebook, so I had not seen it. Yes, our Catherine Kovacs is here, Kathy. And Catherine, I'm glad that you are safe. I hope you didn't get too much of that water that came in. So let's check in and see how the Jeans are doing this morning. And who are you thankful for today? It's Thankful Thursday.
I'm thankful for my Mama P, and I wish that you would be better.
I will.
And it was so wonderful to see Dolly. She's beautiful. And loving.
And I think it was healing for you because you hadn't been feeling well.
I hadn't been feeling
And
well.
you're
I feel
doing good
great
this
this
morning.
morning.
Good. Jean's feeling great. She even missed chanting last night.
I did.
Yes.
What we watched Kiana's part.
That's true.
Yeah. Oh, Deirdre, we certainly will. Deirdre's daughter, Danya, has been bedridden since last Sunday due to new hormone suppression meds, and she can use more prayers. We certainly will. So glad you're here this morning, Deirdre. We miss you when you're not here. And our Blue Jean, how are you doing this morning?
I'm thankful I've made it to Thursday. I think I've driven the state 2 times. Seems the length of amount. We had a lot of fun yesterday. I'm so thankful that we just randomly got to see that tree that I had been thinking about.
So beautiful.
Beautiful birch tree. So not birch tree, beech tree.
It's beautiful. It's huge. You ought to see it. And its arms go up and they shape and they turn and they have beautiful knots on them. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah. I'm so, my heart's just so happy that you got to see the horse farm and to hug Dolly, the horse. And see Chance, you got to see Chance, man. And Doodlebug the pony, and you got to watch Shelby ride.
She's a beautiful rider.
Yeah, we did post some pictures and some videos yesterday.
You did.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, we did.
So
Oh,
we did.
and you got to go over a covered bridge.
That's
Took you all with us, I think, over the covered bridge. So hopefully you caught some of that video. Good morning, Sally and Tony. And Sally says we're heading in to pick up our Lotus's remains before work this morning, asking for prayers and lifting today. Sure will, Sally, and love you and Tony so much. Lillian in Norway, praying that all is safe. Yes, I think today we'll probably see what happened, what that devastation was. I saw just a little bit of stuff before I went to bed. I saw a lot of water spouts. Those were amazing. There were a lot of tornadoes, a lot. And that's where the damage comes in with that high wind. Pat Moss. So grateful for my sister. She bought me pads to wear in case I coughed at work the way a nurse's mind thinks. I'm so grateful for your sister. Catherine's okay. Just an update. The worst of the storm, from what I understand, will be around 3 p.m. this afternoon. Oh, for you, Catherine, yes. Please continue to pray for me and the rest of the family. We are fine with no damages.
Oh, wonderful.
Good. And Catherine is in the middle of the state near Orlando. So, yeah. So it's still happening, you guys. The slow moving storm. So there's going to be more damage and lots of water damage over on the West Coast. I was watching this video of somebody that was there on the West Coast, and he said the water in the Gulf was gone. He goes, what happened to the water? He showed us video. I mean, you can't dispute when somebody's standing there talking to you and they've got their video going. And you could see for miles and miles and miles of land where it was Gulf water. So yeah, it took that water and dumped it over the state of Florida. So yeah, lots of prayers for you, Florida. Suzanne says Stacy has damage in several rooms. The foundation and a window are leaking. They still have a lot of rain coming through, so she could use prayers. Yeah, like Catherine said, the worst is going to be this afternoon. And Stacy is on the east of Orlando, so it really hasn't even, the bulk of it hasn't reached her yet, just the outlying bands. Thank you. Isabel, how are you, honey? She's praying for all being affected by the hurricane. You're in Florida too, so let us know that you're safe, please. I was looking at the page on Facebook where people check in when there's a disaster. And wow, I just saw so many of my friends checking in or people asking about them and they haven't checked in. So please keep our Florida folk lifted up. And Sally's just keeping all who are in the path of hurricane safety and positive energy for healing of the land as well. And Leo says, yes, the water was gone. The boats hit the ground and walruses were wandering down the streets.
Oh my
Wow.
goodness.
Yeah, this is, all right. So we got some big work to do, light workers. We really have lots of prayers to send up and people to wrap our arms of love around. Us and good vibes. Good morning to you. Hello, darling. Okay, Isabel says, I'm okay. My area is doing well and not bad. Yeah, I knew it had taken a path that was really kind of strange to look at as you looked at the trajectory. Okay, so let's get back to some gratitude. Gratitude for all of you that are checking in, all of you that are here this morning, loving on the ones that are in the storm's way. Thank you. Thank you for showing up. And we have a gizmo sighting. And Lily's asking prayers for her mom. Her bed sore has become twice as big and inflamed really bad. And her weight is only 37 kilograms. Not sure what that relates to in pounds, but it doesn't sound like very much. Very serious as she is so skinny. Definitely lifting her up, Lily. All right, let's see what Kuan Yin has for us this morning.
I have someone I'd like to add to the prayer list. It's my friend's mom who lives in India. Her name is Usa. And she's got some sort of infection in her lungs and stuff, but they don't know what's wrong. And they keep switching to antibiotics and nothing seems to be working. They're very afraid.
Her name is Usa.
We've
Yeah.
got in India.
USHA.
Sure will. Catherine, I just love you. She says, by the way, the cats are fine. They send their love too. Thank you to your kitty cats for sending that love. All right, let's see what our Kuan Yin has to say. Now is the time. Now it is time to be open to what will be. Embrace your destiny, beloved. It is calling you forward, even while it is hurtling toward you. Your time is now. So be open to what will be and be open to miracles. Be open to the power of prayer, the power of love, as people around the world are wrapping their arms around those who are in harm's way. So be open to what possibility there is, the possibility of what can be. And Kuan Yin just really is so amazing. even while it is hurtling towards you. She is something else, that Kuan Yin. So stay in gratitude. It's the best thing we can do, right? Just keep the gratitude flowing. Keep finding that one thing that you can be grateful for. When everything looks disastrous, when it looks like the world's upside down and things are not well, find one thing, just one, to be grateful for. I'm grateful for all of you. I'm grateful for these two ladies I'm sitting with here in the room right now, my pair of jeans. I'm grateful for Lulu Bell, Mr. Cat, sitting there looking out the window, watching the world. I'm grateful for the sun that just came up and is shining on these beautiful, colorful leaves here in Vermont. I'm grateful that I'm going to be seeing some of you in a few days. This Sunday, we're going to all gather, the ones that are coming up for the retreat, and we're just going to get to know each other a whole lot better. In 4 days, we should have time to know something about each person that's coming. So, yeah, it's such a blessed feeling to know that there's only love. There really is only love. We were visiting with the horses yesterday, as Auntie Jean and Blue Jean mentioned, and just to see their face, just so full of love. All they want is love and food, carrots, which there was some disappointment yesterday because somebody forgot the carrots, and the horse was absolutely letting her know that that was not okay.
We call her the princess. Everybody in the barn calls her princess.
Dolly is the princess, and the princess did not get her carrots. So she gave Jean the cold shoulder for a moment. Okay, then I'll just go eat my hay.
Love her.
Yes, I did love her. Fell in love with Dolly and with Chance. Oh my goodness. I know we've got Chance on our prayer list as well. Chance had a bit of an incident where he got too close to a skunk. And that skunk was not happy about it. And so therefore there's a little bit of residue still in the eyes. So we keep Chance on our prayer list. And he's so much love. He just was so regal and beautiful standing there. And then I got to see him being ridden out in the field. And that was amazing. So Catherine wants to know how the horses are. So Blue, can you give a horse report?
How the horses are? Oh my gosh, they're amazing. You got to watch a horse named Ice yesterday, and he is part Frisian. He's a gray horse.
Gorgeous.
Yes, and he's a dancy pants. So they got to watch him float across the ring and be all sorts of fancy dancy pants. And the place is beautiful. There's so many paddocks there.
Oh, it's the most beautiful horse farm I've ever seen or could imagine.
Yeah, it overlooks a river valley that's field. And you can ride it to the river, in the river, and there's videos of people doing that. Yeah, it's a really wonderful place. And Dolly, of course, is queen. She is,
Queen Dolly.
for some reason, the saw has the best view looking down that river valley.
So there you go. The horses are awesome and amazing. And I did take lots and lots of pictures. I took some video. So I'll be posting more about the horses on Facebook. I just didn't have it in me last night. I wasn't feeling well. This is like a couple of days now and got some stomach issues going on. So I could use your prayers too. And thank you for that already.
I think it's because you laughed so hard yesterday.
Oh, that could be. It's, yeah.
We have all
It's the
4
laughter.
cats in the same room.
And we have all 4 cute cats and 2 dogs here in the same room. They're all looking for somebody special named Leo, who has promised that he's going to be here in 2 days. So there's a lot of excitement here in the Deerfield Valley. Hope Wellington Marshall, good morning, sweet one. She says, Grand Rising, beautiful, a peace ambassadors, sending love and light to all affected by the storm. The shield of Archangel Michael cover and protect you all. And so it is. I'm so grateful that I'm part of this loving family, Angelic River Family. It was lovely to finally be blessed with the pleasure of seeing Dolly yesterday. It was so special. She
So
is
beautiful.
very special.
She's so full of love. She
Yeah,
just.
that's what animals are. They're just pure love.
She has a paddock mate in her field paddock, and she was gonna give me the cold shoulder because I hadn't been in a week, but the horse she's with, Rhea, loves me. So Rhea came to me right away, and Dolly's like, no.
She's not human.
Why?
She's not human.
Bend her ears back, walk straight to my chest like she did to you with her head. I live here in your heart. She said, yes.
Aw. Yeah. We have our Allie O'Shea this morning. Good morning. Well, I know it's not morning where you are, but hello and welcome to Morning Cuppa, Allie. I'm so glad you're here. Oh, what a delight. Thank you for coming in to say good morning to us. And Janet Byron. Hi, Janet. Thank you for being here this morning.
Good morning.
And Joanne Castillo. Joanne, how are you doing, honey? I know you probably got lots of water dumped on you yesterday. Joanne's down in the Miami area, so they got blessed by not having the brunt of that storm. But I know it still came in to Broward and Miami, and there's like 2.5 million people out of power. So I hope you're not one of them. And just do a check-in with us, Joanne, and see how you are. Let us see how you are. Deirdre says it really was special to see Dolly, Queen Dolly, that is. Yes, we bow to her princess and highness. I guess who's here? Our Leo showed up. He says, yay, I can't wait to be there with the fairies and the doggos and the beautiful peaceful. Yes. And Catherine says, I'm grateful that our P family is safe. Thank you. I love you all. Work has been crazy busy. And please keep me in your prayers so that I can remain sharp and capable of any task thrown my way. Absolutely. Keep that positive attitude going, Catherine, and you're going to be just fine. And Leo, I don't know, dude. I think Blue's got some plans for you here. I think you better beware.
Oh, don't tell.
No, I'm not going to tell because it's a secret.
Yes, but he's a smarty pants.
Leo is a smarty pants in a good way.
Oh, look, our red squirrel is back. That's where all the birds are going. There he is.
All right. So we know we're praying for Florida this morning. And Blue has already asked for prayers for her friend in India. And tell us the name again, Blue.
I think it's, I wish Bruschetta was here. I think it's pronounced USA. So it's
Lisa.
USHA.
Usa.
Lisa. I think Prachetta's on the road. I think. I saw a message from her yesterday.
Oh, it's Goofy. We need to know how Goofy is.
Well, yes.
Oh, it's not Prachetta that's on the road, it's Prachir. Yeah, I'm sorry. Prachetta is back in Delhi. I know how to say it now. And Prachir is heading back with, I think with Goofy. I hope with Goofy. He's with his family right now and they're all together with Goofy, but we're praying that Goofy gets to accompany Prachir back to his post. Leo says, oh, there's a surprise. Now I'm even more excited. Good. Yeah, you got lots of surprises here, I think, Leo. We're just so ready for you
I
to
don't
be
think
here
anything's
with
gonna
us.
surprise you.
Yeah, Leo's kind of kind of up on all of that.
Yeah, yeah.
It's hard to sneak up on a Leo. He's a lion, Oh, did we hear the word Leo and we're going to go look for him?
I don't
That's what
know.
they usually
She heard
do.
something.
Oh, she saw that baby red squirrel.
Oh, there's a squirrel. It's capturing all the attention of the kitty cats. All right, so prayers. We did the long prayer list yesterday, and I did add anyone that was mentioned was added to the prayer list, added to the grid. And thank you so much, Blue, for that grid that gets lit every day and Reiki is sent out to everyone on the list. What else? How about you? Anybody in your family that we need to pray for or
No,
friends?
I would like to pray for all the animals in Florida, because when there's a disaster like that, they suffer. Even the pets get separated from their owners, and
Very much.
so I would very much like to pray for them.
Yeah.
Thank you for thinking of that. That's one of the sadder things that happens when people evacuate if they can't take their animals. I know when I ran from Andrew way back, Andrew was category 4 that hit us in South Florida, and I had to leave. It was coming directly to where I was, and I had lots of animals. I had a Rottweiler. Try evacuating with a Rottweiler. And I had cats and I had ferrets, and yeah, my little car looked like a zoo driving down the road as I was getting others. I was not leaving one of them behind. Took them all with me. And then we inherited a hurricane cat while we were gone. Had a little kitty that was drenched out in the rain. And where we were staying in the hotel room, we finally were able to get. We brought it inside and gave it food and shelter. So yeah, those animals, it's very, very sad what happens. And the animals, the sea creatures that are now without water. It's like, it's really, really something that we need to wrap our arms and wrap our hearts around. And these animals that are here that are going to be missing their mama because she's going to be spending time with us at the retreat.
Oh
So,
my God, I'm gonna be in such trouble.
So she's going to be in trouble. There's going to be big changes for them as they're wondering, where did everybody go? Because there's been 3 of us, 3 humans. Well, 4 if you count Dave.
And what about Brookie?
And Brookie and Dylan.
Six, and Matt,
So they're
who's here in the morning.
they're used to having humans roaming around and
Nice.
sitting here doing something that they're not quite sure what's going on.
Yes.
So they're going to have quiet time for 4 days or 5 days. And so let's just wrap our arms of love around them as
Extra
well.
prayers for my vanishing guy. He's losing so much weight.
Yeah, we're praying for Dave's physical health. He's working hard, and yeah, he needs our prayers right now.
He's crazy.
So let's lift up Dave Walensky really big time. See if we have any more going on Facebook. Hope says, can you not take animals with you when you evacuate? Good question, Hope. So those that evacuate, that know that they have a place to go, like a relative or a friend, or go into a hotel, which is what a lot of people do when they evacuate. If you can find that place where your animals are welcome, yes, you can take them. But you really do have to think of your own life first. And I know a lot of people that have perished because they stayed for their animals and they all died. So the shelters, there are some shelters that will allow animals in. But like I said, in my case, they would not have allowed a Rottweiler, 3 cats, 4 ferrets. They wouldn't have allowed that. So we found a hotel room that did take animals. They didn't know how many animals we had, but they did take animals. And that's where we were for over a week when Hurricane Andrew hit. And that was like one of the most destructive hurricanes in South Florida. So it just depends. It depends on where you can find that will take your animals. And a lot of people do leave them behind. I went through one hurricane in Central Florida where my next door neighbor left her dog. And, cats are pretty independent. You can leave them food and they're good for a few days, but a dog, it's totally different. And that poor baby, it kept coming to our house and, we'd make sure it had food, but we couldn't take it in because we had animals and we had a dog that didn't want to share its home and they did not get along. So we ended up calling the authorities to come and take this dog that had been stranded in the hurricane. So just look around if you are in an area that's affected and you see animals out, just try to do the best you can to take care of them. Joanne says we evacuated years ago with 3 dogs and 2 cats. We felt like Noah's Ark. Yeah, that's what it feels like when you have a lot of animals. It's so great to have that animal love. It's also a responsibility. And you are responsible for that little one that can't take care of itself. And yes, Ali O'Shea, we're not making it to Ireland right now. That is a now. We may eventually get over there and I'll talk to you about it and see if that's in our future. I'm hoping it is. Oh, Hope is catching glimpses of the fairy hair. You love my fairy hair. I love it. I'm so glad it's staying in because that was a concern because I tossed and turned so much at night and I was afraid I have to get a silk pillowcase is what I was told.
Well, I might have them.
Gee,
Oh,
I
look.
have one. And Hope says, wow, I didn't realize that. We have to pray for the animals left behind. They must get pretty traumatized. Absolutely. Because not only are they not with their human, but there's stuff happening, the big winds and the rains and, many of them are outside in that. So yes, thank you. And thank you for asking that question, Hope. I'm so glad you did. That brings a more awareness to everyone that doesn't know. I've lived in Florida most of my life, so I see all of this constantly. And I don't think about other people in the country that may not be aware that that's a happening.
Yes, that's like when we get major snowstorms up here
Mhm.
and the electricity's off. It's like, what do you do with, a barn full of 250 head of cattle?
Yeah,
How do you get water to them? Well,
right.
now we have generators and stuff, but before we used to have to haul buckets.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's something that, if you're not in there in the midst of it, you don't really realize how traumatizing that can be. Oh, thank you, Allie, and thank you for showing up this morning to say hello to us. Julie Kiss, prayers for all in Florida. Thank you, Julie. And Julie, I don't know if you have property in Florida, you may have friends and family down there. So praying for all of those who have relatives, loved ones in the eye of that storm that's coming through. Janet, thank you for being here and have a blessed day as well. Okay, so let's see what we got going on here. Deirdre, thank you. Prayers for all humans, for Gaia and world peace, and attention to human trafficking. Thank you for that. Lillian, prayers for all in need and for world peace and for more love in our world. Absolutely. We have an update on baby Wyatt. Baby Wyatt is responding to prayers, still needs at least another few months in the hospital, but they are weaning him off of dialysis and have hope again that he might be able to go home eventually. He's now been in the hospital over 450 days.
Oh.
The parents still need financial prayers as he is in a Philly hospital and they live in Virginia.
Oh, my.
One parent stays in Philly with him and one stays at home with their 2 daughters, and it's very expensive. Let's pray for a miracle there, Kathleen. And thank you so much for that update and for keeping in touch with them. You know what I would love, and we've done this before in the past, we've done letters of love. Let's do a letter of love to baby Wyatt and to the parents. Kathleen, would you be able to coordinate that for us and get us addresses that we can send a card, a note, some little way to uplift them? I would love that to happen. You know, it was right after we started doing the morning show. We had letters of love. I don't know if you all remember that, but we would just send out letters to people that we knew were hospitalized or at home sick or whatever was going on. Let's get that going again. And let's start with baby Wyatt. Baby Wyatt could use that uplifting energy and will respond better if he knows that there's so much love going on. And I saw that when my dear friend Sharon Stroud was in the hospital for a while, and she responded because her daughter put all those cards up on a big poster board and let her see them every day. They were right in front of her where she could look at them. So let's do that. Let's send those letters of love. And Deirdre, you do remember that? Yeah, that was big. We got addresses and we knew who we could bombard with our love. So I'm ready for that, Kathleen. If you'll help me coordinate that and get the info, and let's get it sent out. Let's all just let them know we are praying for them. We all love them. And Kathleen says that would be amazing. I will put the address on Messenger and here tomorrow.
Oh, wonderful.
Thank you for doing that, Kathleen. And Annie says Stacy just made a post with pics. Well, let's keep her lifted up because, as Catherine Kovacs said, there's still more to come. And that's the way the hurricanes work. You get a blast from the outer band, and then the eye comes through, which is calm. And then there's that second blast that comes in. So still praying for all of Florida right now, going through that. And wherever it exits out of the ocean, out of the state and goes up the East Coast, we need to keep those states in our prayers as well. So let's go into our prayer time for just a few moments. Time to love on each other. It's time to love on the world. So just go into your heart with your breath. Bring it right to the core of your being. Connect in with your higher self. And then go higher yet. That's a saying that my friend Sharon always said. Where are we going? Going higher yet. Up to that higher plane where we connect in with angels. We connect in with our loved ones in spirit. We connect in with the divine Mother, with Mother, Father, God, our Creator, with Christ. So right now, just do that. Just breathe into your heart center. Allow your energy field to rise. Allow that love that comes, that pure, unconditional love that comes your way. Bring it right into your heart center. Just see a channel of light going directly from your heart to the great central sun, and bring in the warmth, bring in the light. And our motto is, only love and light is welcome in my heart. So bring in that love, bring in the compassion, bring in the empathy, all of that good feeling that you can receive and then send forth like a big bubble. See it just grow and grow and cover all of those that we mentioned, all that are on our prayer list, lifting up the land, the waterways, the mountains and the valleys, all of nature, all of God's creation. Let's just send this love over everything on our planet and beyond our planet. And now bring that warmth all around you. Just cover yourself in that light and in that love so that you have that to send to others. And we're seeing everything working perfectly according to God's divine plan. May not seem that way to us right now, That's our human self saying, this isn't perfect, this is disastrous. And that is our human thought. But we don't know the divine plan always. Sometimes we get a glimpse of it, but that's where trust comes in. Trust, faith, and belief that there is a plan at hand, that there is something that we don't know. So let's just go into our hearts and give gratitude for whatever that may be, and gratitude in our lives for how that looks and how that plays out. And now let's turn our attention to our P's, our wonderful peace ambassadors, who are the P's for peace. Every one of you that's hearing this, you are a P for peace. And let's give that love to you, to your loved ones, to those you hold near and dear. And maybe you haven't shared. Maybe there's someone or a situation that you're holding close in your heart that you haven't shared with anybody. Just hold that right now with this love you're about to receive, and hold pure, unconditional love for what you're about to give. And let's receive and give to each other on the count of 3, 2, 1. Thank you. I love you. I love you all so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your love. And yes, stay safe. Thank you, Catherine Kovacs, and thank you for that update. Thank you, Pat Moss, for the prayers for all. Thank you. I love you. I love just seeing those words every day because I know that you all mean them. They're not just words. Oksana, thank you for checking in. Oksana is here. Max and I are safe and have electricity. Thank you, God. Thank you for that blessing and for letting us know. Okay, so let's get out of here.
Poppy's snoring.
Pocky is snoring, but guess what? We've got an alarm that's going to go off. When that alarm goes off, let's see if it wakes Pocky up.
Good morning, Earthlings. It's time to get up and get ready because today's the perfect day to have a great day. Here we go, come on, come on. Come on, let's play. It's a beautiful day. If you woke up this morning, might as well be part of it. One on peaceful peace, on our mission for harmony. You and me, mama, be on the lead wherever we may be. I create a portal where we can be together. The heart telephone is always one phone call away. Calling on the guys, the angels, and the masters. Take a deep breath and going into a new dimension. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the P's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the P's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. Cuppa full of joy, full of light, full of love. Bottomless refuse, spilling out from the top. Here, the coffee's always hot and the trust is always yours. The sun is calling out to play, let's put on a show. Today is a new day, we all part of this game. Let's play to win. Love always is the winning team. And you can side with us, there is always no space in the pot. For more love, take a spot and get the day started. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the P's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the P's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. Give me a cuppa full Hey, morning cuppa full of joy every day at 8. Just start the day on the high five, we call the AAA. Morning cuppa full of joy with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cuppa full of joy every day at 8. Just start the day on the high five, we call the AAA. Morning cuppa full of joy with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Cuppa joy. Cuppa full of joy.
Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for lifting my vibration.
He knows it's gonna
It really
be
did
here.
help me to be with you all this morning.
He's comes in.
And please continue to pray for our retreat that's coming up in just a few days. And all that gathering and that love that's probably going to blow the roof off of that house. I don't know if it can contain all of our love that we're going to be giving to each other. But please pray for safety for all who are traveling in. We do have some Floridians that are flying up for the retreat. So please keep all of them in your prayer as they do that travel, and the ones who are coming by car. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you all so much.
Yes.
Stay in your heart. Stay blessed. And we'll see you later. Namaste, y'all. Bye, everyone.
He's coming.